What do we got today? We got ourselves Electro on Team Red, sporting the Fury Warrior. We got ourselves Decapitator, the 1v5 champion from last week. We got ourselves Lurk Locks as a sword carrying survival hunter. We got Shockwave as an enhanced Shamancer, I think, or maybe he is elemental. And we got Ruthamak, which is looking pretty corrupted. I don't know. I think that might be maybe even too corrupted. This man looking like he'd been rolling in mud, looking a little dirty. Might have a thing from beyond just attacking him out of nowhere. We got ourselves Allied on Team Blue from Azeroth as a red paladin. We got Mokisha, Print Warlock as a warlock. We got Severe as a windwalker, and Xandothoris, who is actually a one-handed retribution paladin. Don't ask me why. This guy decided instead of a two-hander, he has a one-hander in one hand. He's literally playing with just one weapon. As a red paladin, maybe a note to how easy paladins are, but looks like he's trying to get some damage onto Vurtho. It's gonna go for a bubble, and Vurtho trying to get himself a bit of a heal. Looks like he's gonna have to go for a little bit of a crucible self-heal, just trying to get away from the paladin, waiting now for the shield to be down. As Zap is trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of damage up, or actually a little bit of healing up with Flash of Light. This guy looks like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, the game, I guess, won't even let him have a shield or anything, right? So it literally just has a one-hander in one hand. By getting thrown by Vurtho, Zap taking quite a bit of damage from it. Bob still available if he ever so needs to. Try to go for a Flash of Light, but Vurtho can interrupt since he is not melee. Oh, he actually grapples in there, getting the melee kill, and Zand does go down. Not really sure. I mean, he did say he was going to play one man melee, but for some reason I thought that you could have a one hand and like a shield in the other hand. Huh. And it doesn't let you dual wield? Are you sure you can't use a shield as a ret? Well, you tried. You tried to play something weird, something wacky, but it's going to be Vurtho versus Print. Print is going to try to see if he can get a big old chaos bolt into Vurtho while he got the survival 100 dots rolling. Is going to harpoon him into melee with Print Warlock, trying to get a bit of damage. Print dropping down the Infernal. That's two chaos bolts back to back into Vurtho, already sitting at lowish health, into a mortal coil, into yet another chaos bolt. Oh my god, fastest cast in the West here, boys. Legit fastest cast in the West. What are those chaos bolts? It's almost like somebody bloodlusted him. But it's gonna eat that steel trap. It's gonna have to go versus Lurk Locks, who is lurking around the corner. Is gonna hit him with the Ripping Flames, trying to get some dots up and running. Print does catches him with a root though. Yo, don't let Print cast at you, dude. You're gonna blink and then Immolate is gonna, oh my god, this is so fast. He went for a full haze build, didn't you? He must have, dude. Stun by Lurk as he's trying to get himself some less set. Looks like actually he's gonna poke around the corner and get the Reaping Flames off. Brent is gonna walk into his face. It's gonna get him trapped into fire. Perfect opportunity for him to go for Chaos Bolts. It's gonna be Succubus seeking and shrinking it out. Brent is gonna land a Mortal Coil onto Lurk. Does get a Dark Soul stability. Shadow Fury off of that. Actually get an Eternal Shell from the Shadow Fury. How? Right before the Shadow Fury, it looks like. And Brent is just gonna punish the pet. Take a Chaos Bolt or two, add the pet. He's able to do just fine still right now. Gonna be a Succubus to see. Get him frozen down. That's actually gonna be a fastest fear. Still somehow Lurk is avoiding those fears. It's gonna interrupt Print on, I think, a fear for a second, or maybe fire damage, but it's gonna be a freebie Chaos Bolt for Print after catching just a quick fear to lock down Lurk for just a moment. He doesn't need those fears to CC. Well, he doesn't need those fears to get the guy to run away. He's just trying to stop him from moving in place, getting kicked on fire again. Allows Print Warlock to go for Chaos Bolts if he has any. That's going to be the fastest stimulate ever. It's going to probably be able to, yeah, instead of it's a goat or the pet. That's going to be Lurk actually going for a feign death so he can clear off all the dots. Brent getting stunned up. Actually not looking like it's a good position for him. It's going to get a Mortal Coil onto Lurk. Good go for a fear. There's going to be a pet sack available onto Lurk. Eating one Chaos Bolt. The pet is going to split a good portion of the damage. Try to get a Freezing Trap down onto Print. But looks like he's going to hide under the pillar. Is going to try to catch himself a bit of a reset. Seal Trap for the pet available. But a pet isn't going to run into it. Print trying to take advantage of the high ground. Actually dipping out, losing out the high ground. It looked like he might want to sit on that position because that seems to be the best spot. As long as he doesn't go up in that corner, he won't see a Freezing Trap stopping him. But he's going to chase after Lurk, dropping an Infernal with a Shadow Fury right after. And the Chaos Bolt again. Beefed up a Chaos Bolt so fast that it's going to the next guy, hitting Decapitator right before he can get behind the pillar with an Amulet into a conflict rate. Decap is getting on top of Print, is going to Trinket reflect out of the Mortal Coil. Short stun onto Print as he's heading back towards the gate. We're going to be a Succubus for a second. That breaks to Infernal. Brink can still get himself quite a bit of cannonball damage. It's going to be Fear onto Decap with another cannonball getting interrupted. Gonna go for the gateway to bail out of there. Another cannonball still flying so quickly with the wall right now. Instead of it's going to be flying for free. Decap might need to be carefully here because that's going to be print actually with a lot of cooldowns, lots of damage available. It's going to be Dark Stone stability. But wall is down. Unless Brent can get himself a Warlock, he's in a bad spot. I think he's going to be going down here. Oh my god. Fastest cast in the West. All I had to do is throw a Decapitator at him and you win. Alade is going to be up next as a Retribution Paladin for Team Red. Print played really, really well that one, dude. Played really, really well. But Decap is going to have to tussle with the muscle that is the Retribution Paladin. Popping in full wings. It's going to be Decap actually going for a range regeneration. And Alade going to go for a Blessing of Protection, not letting Decap get any heals off. Decap rotating between the Reflect in case there's a Hodge, and Bladestorm trying not to get Hodged off by Alade. But there goes that Hodge. It's going to be super late. Chill Elevators pops. Decap doesn't have a lot of health. Needs to heal ASAP. Needs to get away from Alade, get a charge, heal immediately. Alade's still holding on to bubble, but it's going to be Forbearance. Will the Forbearance hold? Is the Forbearance going to deny them the bubble? Are they going to be able to use it at all? Decap might have enough damage here. Got some Reflect up and running. Alade going for a Warlock Hellstone to try to guarantee that bubble. Got himself a little bit extra damage on Decap, but Decap cannot really heal if he bubbles right now. But Alade is looking like they want to wait. Get a Hodge into Decap, but is not going to be enough damage. Alade might want to have to bubble here a little bit early, though. Trying to go for instant cast before the bubble comes up. Decap is way too high of health, so Alade cannot even take him down. That's one thing that Alade could have done, is use bubble to not let Decap heal. And Decap letting that charge stun until Alade granting a lot of health back. Tricky coming up soon. That's going to be reflected to slow back at Alade. At least it wasn't a high to be reflected back at you. That's going to be a Blaze Up to fall. Alade is under a lot of pressure. Needs to Hodge this warrior off him immediately. It's going to be tricky. No! Getting decapitated at the very last second. With Sivir going to be up next as a monk. Decap is getting quite a bit of distance from him. Trying to make sure there's a charge he can go for. And it's going to be... Actually, not even getting a charge. He knows he's going to be Fist of Fury. He needs to kind of run circles around Sivir if possible. Cannot let himself get leg swept. It's gonna Storm Bolt. That Fist of Fury force and trick out Severe. It's gonna be touch to death and leg sweep. And Decap is gonna leap out of there. Wall trinket coming up for Severe immediately. What is this wall trinkets, man? Oh my goodness. Decap tried to see if he might be able to get a bit of damage back into the monk as he's popping all the defense. Decap got himself a bit of a reflect. Not really sure what can you reflect here. But it's going to walk away from the Fist of Fury, hitting a fear onto Severe. Needs to get this charge, heals whenever possible. Has himself in a regeneration, turning around to the images, which is exactly what he should be doing as a Fury Warrior, catching up on a massive load of heals. So he can continue fighting to the last dying breath. Stormbolt onto Severe, getting quite a bit of a ram damage into Bladestorm. Can't really stop this monster with the Karma coming out for Severe as the last bastion of hope could be still interrupted on this Verifies. And Decap making sure to hit that Bloodthirst so he can get himself cleansed of that Fist of Fury slow. Not to get locked down. Super low on health though. Decap could be in a bad situation. Super extremely low on health. I think he's getting a Bloodthirst off of the monk for a second. Verifies is still flying. Still extremely low on health. Trying to get us low. Needs himself a heal immediately. Goes down as Severe, I guess, had a dot or something on him. With a proc, Severe takes out Decap with Elixir going up next. Severe is going to have a port available if he wants to get out of it. He's going to get some pressure into Elixir. Cuts around him with Fist of Fury. If there's no way to stop the Fist of Fury, Elixir could take a lot of damage. It's going to be in Rage Regen. Severe rotating the tank trinket right now. Trying to stay alive, has a port if needed. Does he have a port set up? He does. Porting away Elixir. He's using that charge around the corner up the ramp to catch back up to the monk, but the monk's defenses are going to be back up online in just a moment with Wall coming back soon, very, very soon. That's going to be Diffuse Magic as well. Elixir is running a couple of corruptions, so that Diffuse Magic should help with some of those magic damage, shadow damage, non-physical damage, whatever it may be. The Warrior not looking all that good for Wear. No Karma available in 15 seconds. If Elixir can somehow just pick up some speed, pick up that second momentum, and just clash down on Severe. Looks like he's not going to be able to do it. Super low in health. Severe does take him out. I'm going to guess that Gushing is in play for this monk. With Shockwave being an Elemental Shaman, going to be up next. Got a little bit of a Flame Shock, Frost Shock combo onto Severe. Severe dipping down under the pillar. It's actually going to get interrupted on the heals with Ripping Flames coming in for Shockwave. Not going in for last, so getting interrupted on his Nature Cast actually. No, actually something else he got interrupted on. Still got himself Stormkeeper off. This is going to be a big touchdown on Shockwave. Has to trinket wall that Severe. Got himself the tank chicken back up and running. That's going to be Karma rotating. Shockwave is in a bad position. Looks like he got a turn to run on him. Trying to get a Lava Burst. It looks like Severe actually taking these boys out. Oh my goodness, came back out of nowhere. I'm gonna guess Gush is right. Let me guess. It's your second most damaging ability. Gushing. Let me just see. Let me just see. Nope. Number 1 damage ability. The second is this heal honor talent from Conflict of Strife. Then a few kicks. Actually, quite a lot of lethal strikes. I'm looking at percentages here. 12% plus 9% is about 21-ish percent. 16% plus 7% is about, what, 23? So in your top 4 abilities, your non-class abilities did more damage than your class abilities. By percentages. Am I wrong? Actually, no. Even if you do the math, it's going to be about over 200,000, which is where this doesn't even reach 200,000. It's going to be 182. Wow. Quite a bit. All right, what else do we have? We have this Ghost for the 5-man group. Worthless. I could use a shield, but I chose not to. You should. You totally should. It might help you a little. It gives you stats. And Nike is a 4 out of 5. Alrighty.